Hey, this is Elisha Mamman, the convener of the Winning Mindset. I'm back again to talk about another force. We have been considering the forces of success. What do I mean by that? We have been considering things, principles that when a man engages, it sets his life in motion. It makes the man makes necessary and relevant progress. We started with desire, we went to faith, and we did faithfulness. And today we're going to be talking about the force I call diligence. The force of diligence. Many times in my training, when I ask for the definition of diligence, I get the word hard work more than any other word. And I want you to know that diligent may mean hard work, but diligence is a lot much more than hard work. Diligence is the way you actually do the work. You have a job in your hand. You have a skill in your hand. How you do them speaks of diligence. Now I want to take you back to the Bible. I always tell you that the Bible is a book of champions and a book of strategy and a book of principles. So if you are looking for strategies, there are plenty. If you are looking for principles, they are there for life, for work, and for everything. And so learn to read the Bible so you can learn how things are done. Proverbs 12:24 says, "A diligent hand will rule. A diligent hand will rule. But laziness ends in forced labor." When you choose to be lazy in life, you will find yourself engaged in hard and forced labor. But when you learn to become diligent, your hand will rule. Your hand will be in charge. Your hand will be in control. That's amazing. The second passage that I like is in Proverbs 13:4. It said, "A sluggard's appetite is never filled." Sluggards means laziness also. So if you are lazy, most of the appetite here means desires. So if you are lazy, most of your desires will never be satisfied. Most of the things you want, you will never have. It is important to know that. If you read my book, You Too Can Be Rich, one of the force that makes men poor is laziness. And so a sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. Amazing. So what is diligence? I was looking at that word a long time ago and I realized that it came from a Latin word called diligere, and that means delight. And so the first thing I want to talk about is that for us to say you are diligent, it simply means you must be doing the work with delight. When we talk about delight, we're talking about love for that work. When we're talking about delight, we're talking about passion for that work. And so how passionate are you in doing the job? How in love are you with the work that you do? That is the function of the life. The second word I realized that is in the word diligent is commitment. Commitment is not about interest. Commitment is about how much of yourself you put in the work. To commit is to give yourself. Some of us are in a job, but we are absent from the job. Are you fully committed? Are you giving yourself, giving your mind, giving your thoughts? Are you thoughtful in the things you do? The third word in diligence is consistent. No one action is enough to deliver absolute results, but consistent action has a way of delivering results. A friend of mine, Ape Harrison, shared a story with us. He said he asked us a question. He said, is it the first hit with the hammer or the 500 one that broke the rock? Amazing question. Is it the first hit or the 500 one that broke the rock? And I think there is just a common sense. You can't have 500 hits until you have one first. And the issue here is that it is the consistency of the hit that broke the rock. If you want to break the bank, if you want to become successful, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become hot in what you do, if you want to become in demand, your actions must be consistent. I used to tell my friends, I used to tell those who listen to me that the results you want, they're in the actions you have not taken, and that the results you have came from the actions you have taken. And the last word I want to talk about in diligence is care. We have so many people doing things, but they are not careful in doing it. To show care is to exercise caution, and it is about doing what is necessary to maintain and protect exactly what you're doing. I want to ask you a question now. I know you have a job. I know you have a skill. I know you have a home. I know you have a business. I know you have a trade. How diligent are you? Are you doing it passionately? Are you giving yourself to it? Are you doing it again and again? And do you exercise caution in doing this? This understanding of diligence will help you begin to produce the kind of results that is needed in your life. Don't forget, when you see a man that is diligent in his work, a man that is diligent in his business, he will not stand before ordinary men. That man will have access to kings. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.